Righto, today we're here to film a video on how to make charcoal. We're going to go through the steps of how you make the charcoal, what you do to make the charcoal, and how you get it ready for sale, and what you can use charcoal for. So stick with us today and we'll get it done. This is what you do. This here is a charcoal kiln. Big steel box, bit buckled because these bloody things get hot. We'll just get Abby to spin around to the charcoal kiln there. We've got one going already. The smoke pouring off it there. Right, before we start this one, I'm going to give you a quick look at what's inside the charcoal kiln. Alright, here we are. This is the size of the wood you want. You want to get it nice and consistent, a good bit of air around each thing. We've just got the lids here, we're just loading the lids on at the moment. Getting them all ready to put along the top of the kiln. Yes, the lids are made out of corrugated tin. And what happens is, once we get the lids on, we put sand along the middle of the joins. And the sand helps seal the lids, helps keep them on too, because the hot air rises. And you'll find that they'll blow the lids off sometimes, so you've got to be careful of that. But we'll come back in a second and I'll show you once the lid's on. And that's it, the lid is on. Right, so this here little blowtorch, little butane torch, this is what we use to light the kilns, get them going. When you first light them, you've got to get them, lit fairly well. So what we'll do is we'll show you in a second. We've just got a little pile of charcoal just down here, and we'll get it lit, and we'll come back to you once we've got it started. All right. Torch here, a little pile of charcoal down here. We're going to light this kiln up here. As you can see, this charcoal burns well. Gets going pretty quick. I'll go around the kiln and get the rest of it lit. Alright, so we've got the charcoal kiln lit now. No. As you can see, it's gotten a bit smoky here, because this one over the other side here is just pumping out the smoke. And this one will be doing just the same thing in only a few minutes, so we'll come back to you shortly. Righto, we're just going to put some sand here. We're starting to burn a bit too fast here, so we're just going to put a little pile of sand over here. Get in there, get a bit of sand in there. Not too many sticks, but alright. You want a bit better sand, I think. Whoa, this is burning my legs. Don't wear shorts to work. Alright, so, want a bit more on this side, do we? Put a bit more on this side. So what's happening here is, so what's happening here is, we got a breeze coming from here. We're talking 3-4 km/h winds, like it's nothing. But it's enough to get this flared up like you wouldn't believe. And what will happen is, if we don't attend to this side while it's doing it, hang on, I've got to move back because it's bloody hot. If we don't attend to this side of the kiln, what will happen is this whole side will be ash, because it's going to be red hot and the other side will be cold. So you keep this side, you adjust your temperature by putting sand there to keep the oxygen away from this side and stop the breeze from blowing through.
The other side can catch up.
And then the other side will catch up, and then we're good to go. Alright, so as you can see in the background here, we've got all the charcoal kilns going nicely now. This one here, the one that was a bit slow, it's just ticking away there nicely now. This one's still pumping over here. We've just put a bit more sand around the outside of it just to slow it down a little bit more on that windy side. But just a little fun fact for you. Here's some sand that's been around the bottom of the kilns and been underneath the kilns that's turned into glass. It's actually malted glass. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera there. Can you see that all right, bub?
Yep.
It's turned into malted glass. Now, to turn that just normal sand into molten glass, those kilns have to get up to 1700 degrees Celsius, which is bloody hot. I don't know whether you realise how hot that is, but your average oven at home goes up to about 300 degrees at the maximum. So yeah, it's very bloody hot, and that's turned into molten glass. That's just glass, pure glass right there. No, nothing else with it, just sand that's turned into glass. So a little bit of a fact there for you, just to show you how hot these kilns actually get. Here's one of the charcoal kilns. It's actually lying on its side at the moment, because what you do when you bag the charcoal, you tip the charcoal kiln over, and this spot here would be a giant pile of charcoal when you're finished. All in here would just be all charcoal everywhere, and so this is what they look like inside. As you can see, due to the heat, they buckle a lot. This was a nice straight piece of metal, but not anymore. In the old days, they were made out of round train boilers and stuff like that. They used to use the old boilers that they couldn't hold water anymore. Nowadays, they just make them. You just buy the flat pieces of steel and just make them yourself. So not too bad. But yeah, I mean, these are 20 years old. These charcoal kilns, so they've had a lot of temperature, a lot of heat built up in these over the years. You know, so just thought I'd give you a quick look at what the charcoal kilns look like. What we're doing here is just lifting the corner of the kiln up, just so you can see, try and see inside it, and the amount of moisture that is coming out of this wood. A lot of this is steam. What can happen here is, because there's steam and gases and stuff that are accumulating here in the side of the kiln, by doing this, if you had a flame near that, that would actually catch that smoke on fire. It's quite flammable, just like that. As you can see, you get flare up happening like that, and the amount of moisture coming out of this wood, what happens is because you've put a roughly 2.5 to 3 ton of wood into this kiln to get it to fill it right up, and you'll get about 750 kilos to a ton of charcoal from that 3 ton of wood. So you're losing roughly 2 ton, 2/3 you're losing to moisture that's coming out of the wood to trap those gases in there. Right, what we got here is we've got a bit of a flash over. You can see the flames coming through the smoke there. See how the smoke's dying off a bit. We've had a bit of wind get underneath the lids, and it's letting too much flame in. So we've got to get it to die down a bit. What we're going to do is just throw a bit of water over the top. It just calms it down, gets the steam going again. You see that? All we're doing there is basically cutting off the oxygen. The water really does nothing. As we were saying before, 1700 degrees inside that kiln it can get up to. So as you can imagine, that water really isn't doing much. All that's doing is suppressing the flames to help the smoke go again. See how it's going nice and smoky again? Just means one corner just got a little bit too much flame happening on it. So pretty easy. We just got a little 20 litre bucket here. Dump 15 litres or so of water on it, and we're going to put a bit of sand on this corner just to help weigh it down and cut off a bit of oxygen to that edge. This is the corner we actually lifted up before to show you the flash over. May have slid the lid across a little bit or something like that, we're not really sure, but as you can see, this is how they get sealed off. Put a bit of sand on the corner. We've still got a fair bit of oxygen getting in that through the breeze. That's not too bad down the bottom there, really. It's not the end of the world. See, straight away, cut the oxygen off, stops the flare up, gets the smoke pumping again. You see the water. We're going to try and get down here, down low. Sorry about the angle here. But, you see water dripping down onto the shovel there. See a few drips of water. That's the steam of that coming off the. Geez, that smoke's pretty bad. Righto, kilns are cooled down now. They've been cooling for a few days. So now we're going to shovel around the sand off the bottom, move to the side, and we're going to tip this bad boy over. Righto, we're going to push the kiln over now. We've got the bucket ready. I'll fire her up and we'll into it. Alright? Is it in gear? Rightio everyone, this is the kiln we've just tipped over. This was the one that was going quite hard. It had the breeze coming in from the other side here. And what we've got is we've got beautiful charcoal over here. We've got a bit of hardwood. This blackwood here, it's not too bad. This is actually quite good, but anything that's really solid goes back in the kiln, we reburn it and we go from there. All right, so, you know, nice big pieces of charcoal like this. What we're going to do now is we're going to bag up a couple of bags and show you on camera what we do. This is a charcoal screed. This is charcoal shovel. It's just a big shovel. What do you call them?
Grain shovel.
Yeah, like a grain shovel. Aluminium shovel, nice and light. You can swing it all day. And yeah, we'll get into it and we'll do some bags. All right, now got our bags set up here. These are roughly a 40 litre bag, but you will not get 40 kilos of charcoal in here because it's very light. So, get a shovel, up on the screen. Rightio, now, got a couple of full bags here. We'll chuck some of this over here.
Ray half full, pick the bottom.
This bag's full.
Shake it down, Dave, you'll get a lot more.
We need 3 bags full. How many? What's that?
One for the sleigh.
They said shake the bags.
That's better. Righto.
That was a short train. Take a full bag.
Righto, then we grab a needle. So bring it in. Needle and a bit of hay band. I remember how to do this. Righto, make yourself a bit of an ear. Stick it in. Tie it around. And then sew it up. Tie her off. And we are done. Got a bag of charcoal there, ready to go. Put in your Weber, barbecue, whatever. And next up, we'll just show you what you do with this charcoal. But before I go, this is your larger cooking charcoal. These bags here on the side, these are your potting mix charcoal and stuff. It's a lot smaller. They sell this to garden supply places and things like that, and they use it for you putting in potting mix and stuff. So there's a couple of uses already for charcoal, but we'll go through some of the others soon. All right. This is all Australian made. Everything's made out the bush here. The fire's made here. The wood's made here. Grown here. All Australian made. There is no chemicals whatsoever in this charcoal. It's fantastic. All right. We've got half a dozen bags here. We're going to take these home. We're going to do a bit of a cook up, and you'll see that next. Okay, welcome back. For you, it's only been a few seconds, but for us, it's been a few weeks. Now, seen this bag of charcoal we made out the bush, but I'm going to cook a shoulder of lamb tonight on the Weber. But before that, just go through a couple of things that you can find in your house that's made out of charcoal. Toothpaste. One of the ingredients in toothpaste is charcoal. A lot of people don't know that. Face scrub. This actually says charcoal face scrub on it, but yeah, same thing. It's used to make your face scrub. Used to make your face masks. Women usually do the face masks, and some men, you know, you do face masks too. And yeah, there was some of the ingredients in those are charcoal as well. Also, in the hospitals, they use it for filters, filtering blood and stuff like that if you're on a dialysis machine, and for pumping stomachs. They make a charcoal solution and they literally pour it down your throat and make you vomit up if you're, hope you're not having dinner right now, but they make you vomit up all the alcohol and that if you've got alcohol poisoning or something like that. Also, if you've seen my homebrew videos, you'll see that I make some own spirits and stuff. And this is charcoal stuff that you use to clear your wash out before you put your wash in your still to make alcohol. So there's a couple of uses for your charcoal you can get at home. But today, we're going to do a shoulder of lamb with a bit of garlic and rosemary in it. And we've got the charcoal fired up now. It's nice and hot. This charcoal, you can use this inside to cook. It's 100% natural. As you've seen out the bush, there's no chemicals to make this stuff. It's literally wood in a charcoal kiln and cooked till it gets to the point where it comes out this size. It's got the gas and stuff trapped inside it. And if you can hear it, I don't know if you can hear it in the video or not, but there's little popping and stuff like that from the gas that's coming out in the charcoal now. Alright. Righto. So today, I've got a couple of bits of lamb shoulder here, as you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stuff a bit of rosemary and garlic and a bit of salt inside these. Roll them up a little bit, and just use a little bit of cooking fluid. It's not going to look super flash, but it will do the job really well. Alright, anyone can do this. It's really, really easy. So what we've got is a few garlic cloves here. You know, you could use one or two, but it's garlic. Use lots. Alright, so get a few of those in there. It's about 5 garlic cloves in each. Tree's rated a rosemary plant. We're just going to strip these leaves off here. Get all these rosemary leaves in here. Give them a little bit of a squash as you put them in. They're beautiful. Alright, so get a few in there. Look at that. This is going to be so delish. Good old-fashioned rosemary and garlic lamb. Alright, so might as well use them all the ones you got off for us. Now I'm going to have to work quick here because it's going to rain in a minute. So roll this up here like that. Get it together in a nice little parcel. Same with this one. Wrap it up. Get the twine. Here, wipe your hands on your apron or the cloth you got here for it. Get a bit of cooking twine. Wrap this around. It's quite easy. Tie it up. Go on granny knot, a half hitch, whatever you want to do. Alright. Turn it over. Put that around like that. Cut off. Alright, so thread it around, through. Look how it fall out. Twist it around. Pull it tight. That's better. Chop that off. Tie her up. This second one's worked out a lot better. Alright, so got our 2 little packages there. What we're going to do is attack these with a bit of salt. Yeah. That didn't work because the bloody wind picked up as I did it. That's alright. Rub a bit of salt into the skin. People say rub salt into pork and that, but trust me, rub salt into your lamb, it'll be beautiful. Here's a good crack of pepper on there as well. Oh, your nose is a little bit blocked. I haven't got the Rona, no stress. Okay, rub this into the salt and pepper. Right, so now we've got our 2 little lamb shoulder packages here. Rub that, get that off with the apron. Now we've got the Weber ready to go. Now you've seen before, hook spider. Seen before we had the chimenea, we put the charcoal in there, we've got our little dividers, we put the charcoal in our dividers here, got a tray in the middle there. That's to catch the fat. Now there's a lot of fat in this, so we're going to get this on here, and we're going to render that fat out. Lamb fat's good, but we want to render most of it out, and it'll keep the whole shoulder nice and moist and beautiful. Alright, trust me, it'll be delicious. So this is it. We're not going to put any oil on there because there is a large fat cap on it, so we won't put any oil on there today, but this is it. We're going to cook this now for 4 hours, and after 4 hours we'll come back and we'll show you what it looks like. Alright, see you soon. Righto. Now this is it. Lamb's ready. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, looking good. So, this is lamb with charcoal. Okay, it's got nice and pink, all the fat's rendered down on it. It's a little bit warm, but it's okay. Oh, nature's tongs at their best. And that's pretty much it. Charcoal, from start to finish. How it's made, what you can do with it, and how to cook with it. Next time, I'll try something else and we'll see how we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.